Hi, I'm Ronnie Williams, and I really want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. As you know, I'm running for mayor, and I want to take just a few minutes of your time to share with you a few thoughts I have about our community, as well as some of the issues that I feel affect each and every one of us. I want to talk to you about how everyday decisions made by our elected officials can affect your ability to work, live, and appreciate the community you live in. You know, the recent census report showed that out of the 4-county region, Kershaw, Lee, Sumter, and Clarendon counties, Lee County was the only one that suffered a decline in population, 4.5% since the 2000 census. I think the reason for this is easy to recognize. You know, although we've seen a small influx of retirees moving back home, the majority of young adults that graduate from high school are leaving our community in search of jobs. With the average graduating class from our county being over 200 per year, it's easy to see how the number leaving outnumber the ones that are moving in. You know, the time has come for the city to take a proactive role in bringing jobs to our community. Now, I know the Lee County Economic Alliance is working hard to bring industry to our community, and the city of Bishopville must support their efforts. I just believe the city is in a position to assist in job creation by concentrating some of our resources on retaining existing businesses and recruiting additional ones. Small businesses that hire locally and serve the people that support the community. As you already know, the loss of our small businesses through the years has had a major impact on the job market as well as our tax base. When businesses close, we all lose. We lose jobs, we lose tax revenue, and most important, we begin to lose confidence in our community. When tax dollars decline, the city is unable to fund certain amenities that make for a more livable community. Charitable giving from distressed businesses is reduced. Community facilities that rely on citizen and business support suffer. A community cannot afford to have the avenues of education, historic preservation, cultural enhancement, and charitable giving disappear. And when we lose citizens, we also all lose. We lose talent, we lose education, and we lose our future leaders. We also lose income earners and taxpayers. And when that happens, the cost for essential services must be shared by fewer people. For that reason, it's imperative that we make retaining jobs and recruiting businesses our top priority. The first step in this process is to address the issues that are a detriment to business recruitment. One of these is property values. It's an accepted fact that falling property values hinders the recruitment of businesses. Failing economy and a declining housing industry have hurt property values across this country, and Bishopville has felt the impact of this. One way for us to slow down or perhaps offset these losses is to address the issue of dilapidated houses and abandoned property. I find it unacceptable that we have structures in our community that have fallen in such a state of disrepair that they constitute a hazard for our citizens and a public nuisance to our community. These properties severely impact adjoining parcels by significantly reducing their values. When property values fall, the net worth of our community also falls. We must not waver from our responsibility to rid our community of this blight. Aggressive action must be taken to ensure that the value of your property is not negatively affected by your neighbors. In addition to property values, we must ensure that government itself is not impeding growth. It's imperative that we work closely with the Planning Commission, review our zoning ordinance, and ensure that restrictions designed to reflect organized growth doesn't discourage necessary business. And we must look beyond the 2-block area of Main Street. We must look at existing property and take advantage of the infrastructure already in place. We should approach property owners with a planned use in mind and assist in the recruitment of specific uses. When working with the Planning Commission, we must take into consideration a weak economy. We must make every effort to afford our citizens a chance to utilize their property in a manner that would benefit them and the city while protecting adjoining property owners. You know, I also believe that effective communication can be the key to success. The city has got to build a stronger working relationship with county government. This begins with communication. I suggest that regular meetings between our two governments be established. There should never be a time when you find out what the other one's doing by reading it in the paper. We can't build and maintain a community without first building trust. You know, this trust must also expand to include each of us. For government to work, it's imperative that your voice be heard and respected. I think a faith-based coalition should be established representing the 15 churches located in Bishop. This coalition would create a venue for the respectful and systematic exchange of information and concerns. You know, Bishop's got a lot going for it. A tremendous amount of planning and money has been spent on revitalizing our downtown area. The Lee County Economic Alliance is organized and professional. The resources of the South Carolina Department of Commerce are there for the asking, and our local Chamber of Commerce is standing by, ready and willing. And although we've lost a number of businesses, we have remaining businesses that have survived these tough times, each recognizing that the action or inaction of our leadership can be the difference between success and failure. These are the businesses that support our community and hire our citizens. Our responsibility is to support them. You know, the position of mayor is a position of leadership, and I believe it's a position that reflects the fabric of our community. Tuesday, you'll be asked to make a decision. You'll decide if the direction Bishopville is heading is right for you, or if you believe, as I do, that we can do better. I'm asking that you give me a chance to represent your interests, a chance to be successful, and yes, a chance to fail. But failing is not the worst thing that we can do. You see, not trying is a failure. Go to the polls on Tuesday and let's vote to try. Thank you.